Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Total War Rome 2, Rise of the Republic in our Camillus series. We need to review our diplomatic situation. Also, I loaded the save game back up, and the income prediction is completely different than what it was when I saved the end of the last episode and closed it. Don't know what to tell you. Haven't done anything different. Haven't done anything apart from just close a save file and reopen it. And this is about 50. No, it's actually no. It's about 50 off from what it was. So yeah, not quite sure what to make of that. But we are, like I said, going to take a moment to look at our diplomatic situation. First of all, let me see what I can do as far as promoting my various units here, because it seems like there's a few things I might be able to do. That's not going to affect taxes. What is this going to do? A little bit of extra wealth from entertainment. Not going to help a whole lot, but I'll go ahead and do it. We can use every penny we can get right now. We're kind of in a economic stabilization phase of the campaign. We've just made peace with the Sabines. They gave us a good amount of money to do it, and now we just need to take the territory that we've gained and also prepare to take Alba Fucens, which will probably fall to us this episode. I don't know that we'll fight the battle on the battlefield. We'll see. It'll depend how close it is. That is a pretty big army in Alba Fucens, so that could denote the need for a battle to occur, but I'm not ready to make that decision yet. Let's see. This is Marcus Furius Camillus's, yeah, this is Marcus Furius, our very first champion. So he's got some pretty impressive skills at this point. How old is he? He's only 40. So he's got Quartermaster fully leveled up, he's got Drill Sergeant fully leveled up, and he's got Centurion fully leveled up. So, I'm going to go ahead and give him Explorer, the next level of Explorer, which will increase his wealth from adventuring. Doesn't help when we are within our own borders, but if this army were to ever start to go out into the frontier, he would start making more money that way. So let's go ahead and pursue that. Now, as I mentioned, the diplomatic game. We are currently trading with the Equi, but we might not be for much longer, because they are most likely going to be a war target for us. It also seems like our relationship with the Etruscans of Tarcuna has gone downhill ever so slightly. Also, we have a decent relationship with the Greeks of Taurus, an offshoot of the Spartans.
Open the doors to you and bid you enjoy.
I somehow doubt that, because you are not willing to trade with me. So you'll throw open the doors to me, but not my goods. That's fine. So, who are we? It's the Frentani, who do border us, that we need to probably be most concerned about. Tell you what, let's sort by opinion. The Sabines hate us the most. I wonder why. The Samnites hate us second most, and we do border them as well. So it's the Frentani and the Samnites. And we control most of Samnium. Terrace controls one province in Samnium. The Samnites control the other. And as you can see, we are a lot stronger than them. So I'm not particularly concerned about Compsa. As a matter of fact, I might make it my next objective to go ahead and just conquer that, if that seems like a decent idea. Let's see here. All right, we've got our Exensi complement. We have our spearmen. We have our cavalry. We have our swordsmen. Some native Volsci swordsmen and some Roman swordsmen. I could add a couple of more native Volsci. I could add... What I could do is add 2 more of those and 2 sets of leves and have a fully fledged 20-unit army for Marcus Furius Camillus. That sounds kind of fun. The only thing is that the upkeep on that is not something I could afford right now given my economic situation. Dang it! That's the thing. I can't go crazy with building more units. I've already done that once, and it's resulted in, you know, the upkeep issues we've been seeing with this army. So we're going to have to chill for a second. But, hang on. Let's see. Curus. Do I want you to be a civil colonia? Yeah, let's go ahead and make you a civil colonia. And then this bronze workshop. can be transformed into... I don't know, actually. Should it be a trader? Probably should. Just as a means to secure additional income. And then as public order rises in Sabinia, which we've just conquered most of, things should improve a little bit. And of course, this army here is not even... We weren't able to fully build it up. So here I am thinking about adding units to frickin' Marcus Furius Camillus' army. That's not happening. It's not going to happen for a while until we can get our public order under us. Also, public order appears to be dropping in Veii, which is a little bit unexpected. Why is that? Slaves. Slaves, of all things. Okay. Well, we could do a slave trader if we were lucky enough to get a diplomatic deal. I don't know that we have anyone that's actually off on a mission at the moment. I don't think so. Gaius Titianus is still a consul, and then Marcus is the other consul. Okay, well, we need to wait for the public order situation to resolve itself here. I think the income dip that we saw at the end of the last episode will self-resolve. I think this negative 94 will get better as public order improves here. You're going to see, especially once this village is done, or being built in Bovianum, that's going to be a big step in the right direction. Also, these town centers. So I think it's going to self-resolve in the next 2 or 3 turns. Certainly. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Hang on, what are we looking at technology-wise? Yeah, we're also going to get this food bonus and the wealth bonus from agriculture in all regions. So, you know what? Let's just end the turn and see what happens. We're not at war with anyone right now. We could very well have war declared on us by someone neighboring us who hates us, because we have a couple of those people nearby. And there we go. Income situation already resolved. You've completed a technological advancement, giving you an advantage over your rivals. Yay. Okay, so this is the result of the banquet situation that occurred at the end of the last episode. We decided to attend the banquet. We have shown class and impressed all parties, but the organizer of the banquet also gained influence. So the House of Valyria gained some influence, but we got some loyalty from them. So, whoopity-doo. Let's go ahead and go for the final technology in the Via Labos tree, the Path of Labor. And that'll give us additional food once we finish it, and also additional wealth from local commerce, and allow us to build Municipum, level 3 core settlement chains. Alright, I don't have the ability to... that's annoying. This will also help us when the bronze mint is done. I think our income is going to be okay. The question is being able to actually build additional units the way that I want to. Public order is not doing too well here. That's one thing. Let's go ahead and move you. Oh, wow. You can't get to Bovianum in one turn. That's annoying. Well, I'm going to send you anyway. That means public order is now going to start dropping in Antium. We're just having public order problems all around. Maybe what I need to do is bring this army back just for the moment. Maybe I'll keep them around for a little bit longer because I really would like public order to get a lot higher in Sabinia. And right now it's climbing rapidly. So I want to try and preserve that if I can. Preserve that rate of change. Let's see, anything else that I can do building-wise? No. Any other promotions? No. Can I send anyone on a diplomatic mission, by chance? Can we embezzle funds? Yes, we can. Excellent. I have 0% risk of it doing anything bad. So let's go ahead and embezzle us some monies. And now I can send people on diplomatic missions. Seeing if there's anyone else that can embezzle. which it does not look like there is. Also, yeah, both of these kids have been sent off for tutoring. That's great. The dynasty's in good shape, I have to say. Our house is in good hands. All right, Duilia Flava, you're going to be sent on yet another diplomatic mission. The question is to whom? Maybe to the Frentani? Yeah, let's treat with the Frentani and see if we can hold them off from declaring on us. That would be advantageous from a diplomatic standpoint right now. And now we still have plenty of additional money to spend, so I can go ahead and do something with this blank spot here, which is quite nice, because that was about to become a slum. And I don't want slums. So, consecrated ground seems like it might be a good idea, just to bring in Latin cultural influence and a little bit of stability, public order. Let's do that. Alright, I kind of do want to bring this army down. I know I was just saying that I want to keep this rate going, but I'm also looking at the fact that I'm I'm literally pointing at the screen with my finger right now as if you can see me doing that. I don't know why, but I'm pointing at this at the same time as I'm pointing at it with my mouse. But this is going to be done in one turn, this is going to be done in 2 turns. That'll help with public order. It will. Not as much, well, to tell you the truth, this is going to hurt with public order. I forgot about the squalor penalty. The extra Latin cultural influence will eventually, I think, make public order positive. Maybe I'll wait with this army, keep them here until I kind of see what public order does when those 2 are finished. How quickly it kind of starts to even out. Interesting. So we have native Italian skirmishers here. We have native Samnite infantrymen, which are better, it appears, than Roman swordsmen, but not as good as Volsci warriors. Yeah, the range on the Italian skirmishers is not as good as the range on the Exensi, but and of course the ammunition's lighter because they just have pila that they're throwing, just spears. Might not even be pila at this point, might not be Roman, throwing spears. The whole thing about the pilum is when you would throw one, the way they were designed is the tip of those Roman throwing javelins was designed to bend. That's what makes it a pila, or a pilum, rather, that's the singular. So when you would have a whole line of skirmishers, of leves, throwing their pila, what would happen is they would hit their target and they would be lethal, but at the point of impact, because that long tip was designed to bend, it couldn't be picked up and then reused by the enemy, which is one of the reasons these skirmishers were so effective. Random history bites for you there. So they have to carry those things around. That's nice, but that does mean the Exensi are still somewhat better, especially since these are unit rank 8. They're quite powerful, so I don't know if I need to worry about recruiting those guys at any point in the future. Although I am seriously considering using this army to take the Samnite capital here. Possibly with an ambush. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so you're on a diplomatic mission. Virginia, I don't think... Yeah, we definitely don't want to send you on a diplomatic mission. Nor you. Yeah, these wives need to stay in power, pretty much. Tell you what, let me just do some... Need to be careful because this is going to piss off the other houses, but I am going to have to take that risk. Because having those women in power, especially once you get to the level 4, the matron promotion, that corruption reduction really helps with income. So keeping your women on the ascent. Oh no! Who's died? Well, I really hate when it does this. I would really like to know more information before I select Yeah, this is one problem about Rome 2 Total War. I've probably ranted about it in past series. It's not letting me, like, see which army. This might have been... Oh, you know what? This was Marcus's... This was the middle brother, I think. I'm fairly sure. We could have Spurius Furius Medullinus take over. Yep, Lucius Furius Medullinus passed away. Yep, he did. So now Terentia Costa is unmarried. And she's still 38. She's going to be a noble in the House of Furia for some time. We might even remarry her. Possibly adopt her into the fold, because she is not a woman to be trifled with. Already a matron at 38. Okay, so we're looking at... public order... Oh yeah, that's right, we need to get you actually in Bovianum. And public order will get... Ah, that's better. Okay. It's rising by 14 per turn now. Yeah, I really want to see what happens to public order in Sabinia once this next turn passes. Also, I think I decided deliberately to leave both of these. Yeah. For the time being, I think that's the best call. Yeah. This is our new general right here. Making sure we haven't failed to recruit any champions or dignitaries, politicians. Doesn't appear that we have, so we're okay. Okay, let's jump back in and see if we might be able to embezzle some more funds. Because right now that's one of our only ways to get money in large amounts, aside from diplomatic missions. Speaking of that... Okay, armies march further for a while. Interesting. A new power has emerged from the chaos of war, ready to make its mark. Thalathri. You might recognize that as one of the first cities you can conquer. That's Velathri in the Grand Campaign. It's one of the first cities you can conquer in the Grand Campaign in Rome 2. A little bit farther north, not literally farther north, but this map is so spread out compared to the Grand Campaign map. It seems farther away. Okay, it's 384 BC. Let's see, I want public order to climb here for a bit before I do anything more. But I also want to get an eye on Compsa. Maybe... Oh no, I don't have my champion. Got a champion back here. See, I can send him... He's been training this army for a while. Maybe I can send the champion to have a look. Let's do that. We're going to have him poke his head through the trees and see how easily we might be able to take the Samnite capital. Catch him off guard. Oh, yes, that's right. We had, speaking of champions, we had another champion level up. And there we go. So we have 2 quartermaster champions, also with fully leveled drill sergeant and centurion skill trees. Not bad. Okay. It's the moment of truth for our income and the moment of truth for public order in Sabinia. I'm honestly surprised we haven't had any wars declared on us. Okay, income went up just a little bit. Nice. A house fire burns a few buildings to the ground, although it does not spread. The plebs are worried about future fires, and soon a throng gathers on the forum, demanding action. Let's set up firemen. These 2 factions have set aside their differences and stopped fighting. Okay, there we go. I think I was just saying, if I didn't say it, I was thinking it in my mind while I was also noticing some of those notifications. I'm a little bit surprised we haven't had a war declaration made on us. With that you see right in front of you right now with a peace negotiation, I think we are going to see a war declaration happen pretty soon. I'd be shocked if we didn't, to tell you the truth.
As you command. I am with you.
Okay, so there you have it. The Sabinians do have an army in Compsa. Tell you what, Marcus Furius, why don't you hang out with this army here? Somehow we're still able to keep an eye on him, even though I pulled him back. I won't complain. Now let's have a look at what we can do. Yep, Duilia Flavia, we're going to send you to treat once again with the Frentani. If we can hold them off from declaring war, by God, I'm going to do it. Now, Memia Ahenobarba can embezzle again. So we are absolutely going to do that. We have no risk of political consequences at the moment. The question is, do we remarry Terentia Costa? She's only 38. She could bring a new male character, male adult, into the fold for the House of Fury. Do we need another, or do we need to pay more attention to the balance of power? Rome 2's mechanics are not really built to consider the balance of power too much, not like Attila's. So maybe that's not the biggest concern. Maybe I should go ahead and remarry her. Or maybe I should send her on a diplomatic mission. Tell you what, let's send her on a diplomatic mission. Let's send her to treat with... Terrace. Let's go for broke. Okay, public order does seem to be getting a lot better here. Let's see, what have I got for mine? I've got a Altar of Mars, Shrine of Jupiter, Altar of Mars. I feel like up here might need to be an Altar of Ceres. This is a heavily agricultural area. We could benefit from that bonus because we haven't built one yet. I don't think. Nope, we genuinely don't have one yet. Not even in Samnium. Alright, any other promotions to worry about? Nope. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Let's see how those 2 diplomatic missions turned out. Maybe not a battle this episode. Okay, now I can't see what's going on in comps anymore. Nice! So our Frentani diplomat has returned with a generous tribute. And our Terrace diplomat has returned accompanied by a famous scholar. So we continue to have extraordinary... This faction refused protection of his overlord. It is no longer a client state. Interesting. Terrace and Frentani have actually split from one another. Oh, hello. Didn't see this coming. So when I set up the firemen, this has actually created a bit of a divide between the patricians and the plebs. The most prominent plebs are assigned to check for fire hazards. These measures appear sufficient as no fire erupts on the day or indeed the day after. As contentment rises among the plebs, the patricians are resentful that the lowly classes have been given more rights. So they're conspiring. This lowers the tax rate, increases corruption for 8 turns, and lowers loyalty of all political parties. Also, the plebs are happier. So we have more wealth from agriculture and industry, and public order per turn in all provinces. I'm a little bit worried. Yeah, see. Yeah, that's public order situation needs to be dealt with, but thankfully I can do that. I could technically secure the loyalty of both. I think I'll just ride with the risk as it is. Hang on, let me see what else I can do here. It does appear that... Oh, I haven't done anything. Oh, I can build the slave trader now, and we actually need the slave trader here in Veii, because they have a ton of slaves in this area. That's part of their public order problem. But there would be a -4 public order per turn squalor penalty from the slave trader being built. I don't know. I think maybe what I'll do first, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to upgrade Bovianum to be a city. I'm going to upgrade that province capital. I think that's going to be the smoothest move. And we are going to bring this army back down to Veii and have them start to reestablish public order in that area. Yeah, I really did think that we would see a war declaration this episode from like one of our neighboring factions, but that might be a product of the patch that was dropped before the last 2 episodes that I recorded, in which I mentioned that they did some tweaking to the aggressiveness of some of the nearby factions to Rome's start location to make it a little bit less ridiculous. So that could be the explanation right there. Let's go into the politics screen and see what else we can do, if anything. Probably don't need to embezzle any more funds. And actually, even sending characters on diplomatic missions is going to raise the ire of the other parties. So tell you what, let's just remarry Terentia. Let's do that. It's going to cost her 20 gravitas. She has 39. It's going to cost us 980. And we will get additional gravitas for her for 3 turns. Hopefully this is a good marriage. Let's see what we've got. Clever husband. Nice. Okay, this is excellent for Terentia and for us. 5% research rate faction-wide because she married a clever husband after Lucius passed away. So she's 38. Decimus Fulcinius Gracchus, distinguished name, is 29. Very similar to age and... Oh, very, very nice. We might need to adopt this guy formally into the family. Look at this. +2 growth per turn for the local province, +1 gravitas per turn, and +30 to chance of having children because he has a fertile wife in Terentia Costa, the widow of Lucius Furius Camillus. Wow. I'm not going to do this promotion just yet, but I am going to strongly consider adopting him into the fold. In the next episode. That's something that is almost certainly going to happen. Let me know your thoughts on that, by the way. But I think that would be, given that marriage's potential, their age, and their attributes, given that marriage's potential to help the faction and generate children for the dynasty, I think we need to go that well. Oh, hello! The Gallic rebels have taken control of Spoletium in Umbria. That is going to present me with an opportunity if ever I saw one, but it is also under siege right now. Hang on. Let's take a quick peek at what's going on. Alright, it's under siege by the Sabines. But it doesn't look like that siege is going to go well. So we might have an opportunity to take Spoletium very, very soon. That is a silver platter. That's what that is right there. But we're going to have to focus on that in the next episode. Thanks for watching this one. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.